Jason likes Lumberjanes and Steven just likes to bro Jimmy Olsen. And you're in luck, because they're ahead. OmniCat! OmniDog!
Heyo! Welcome to the show. I have a mouthful of food. Just a sec. Sorry. I mistimed that. Okay. Okay, it's still in my mouth. Just a sec. Here. While I'm chewing, watch this for a second. Okay, now I'm done. So, hello to everyone. Here's Aria. No, I'm fine. I was just chewing something. Oh. What up, Ilham? Kane, super nice outside in New Jersey. I want to stay for a bit just to give my hellos to Jess, Kristen in the chat. I got Aaron surrounded people to meet. It's so nice out that I went out. Yes, I touched grass today. I went for a walk and it exhausted me because I've been sick. I've had a cold. And so I had to take a nap. I took a 2-hour nap and I feel great now. One of the surprises, though, is that Kristen's not here. I told her last night when I was feeling really awful that it was kind of questionable whether or not we were going to have a show. And so she scheduled young people things to do today with her husband. So, and that is totally fine because I told her to. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna. So she may get done with her errands and show up, or this may be a solo show. I got it though. If she can't do it, right? I can just talk to Mink 0029. What up, Mink? Yeah. Did Omar send me a bunch of his viewers? Micah, I don't recognize you. Heyo, what up? But welcome, Micah. Yes, this is the stream, but we need a certain somebody to show up, or there is already somebody in the chat that can show us the way, and then I read it. So we will wait for them. Kane's gonna go run errands. Kane, good to see you. I ran the Omar 66 just for you, Kane. Yes, I am. Speaking of people, James Abel's here. Yes, and he's referring to I saw her earlier. My show with the Unstoppable Bar, where I read all of my stacks of shame. I read them. So then this show is going to be where I review them, and that's next Saturday. I just posted my schedule for the rest of this month, and it's ridiculous. I'm on like almost every day. What the hell? I did it to myself, so that's the way it goes. But I'm going to do it because I'm feeling a lot better. No, I'm kidding. The Brewski, right? Hey, oh, did I say hello to you before? Maybe not. Maybe not. There's my not related to me nephew's namesake, Ryan. What up? And oh wait, there's a lot before that. Circuit 42. I'm right here. I already said I changed the time to 2:00. Didn't it show up in the stream? Hey, Kenny. I thought I changed it to 2:00 in the stream. Did it not show up like that? The one above all, my opinion. Well, I'd love to say Immortal Hulk, but I've only read the first volume of that. And I know it's a huge omnibus, but I'm going to say Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk is great. Oh, and Freddie answered it already for you. This was what did it not say 2 o'clock? What the hell? People have been here since I probably lost viewers. Okay. Been rereading some of the best comic book ones on Supergirl. For me, the second half of the Supergirl new pre-new 52 run from 07 to 11 will always be one of my favorites. Who is the writer? Yeah. Oh, well, who's the writer on that one, Kenny? My favorite issue from the Zone of Supergirl #2, a team up with Legion of Superheroes, which has dynamic paneling in the art and a great story to go with it. Plus, Supergirl love, so sweet. Hello. Studio PVA. Hello. Chris. Hello. And Elon agrees with me. Omnibus Addict. What up? Look at your profile pic. I don't know my anime or my manga. What is your profile pic? Is that One Piece or something? Yep. Here's my Discord. Thank you, James. Thank you. What up? 100% pure unadulterated Just Stream. Perhaps I did send OmniCat the link just in case she joins. Hey, yes. Omar ended his stream nearly an hour ago. He did send them and even apologized for going over. Son of a bitch, he went over. It's a good thing I was late then, huh? Here's Larry. My copy of Aerosmith just showed up. Larry's talking about I haven't sent out the books that I gave away last week yet because I got sick. Take it easy, dude. He's talking about our book club book on the last day of the month, March 31st, Aerosmith by Kurt Busiek. So smart in their fine uniforms, buddy. It's awesome. It's World War I. If dragons existed, and same with magic. It's awesome. The art is great. What? Carlos Pacheco art. It's Kurt Busiek, so you know you're going to get a great story. So yeah, this is Aerosmith. So fine, so smart in their fine uniforms. Magic and dragons in World War I. It's boss. So the Omnibus Addict asks, why are they called Stacks of Shame? It's a joke, sort of a joke, but because I have such a huge backlog. Not only do I have a backlog of everything around me, but I continue to buy new books, and the Stacks of Shame have come to represent my backlog, my new backlog, because something like well, I've read that. I've already put Loki by Journey into Mystery by Kieran Gillen on the shelf. I actually haven't read that yet, but I keep everything separate that's brand new that comes into the house. So okay, I do have a system. Just I do have a system. I keep everything separate and put them in stacks, and they're called the Stacks of Shame because usually in the old house they were taller than I was. I had two of them, and they were taller than I was. I don't have as much room, so I'm sticking them in like a bookshelf area. I want to keep them separate so I can keep up with newer stuff, like all my new DC, Batman, and Superman. Those kind of books are there. All the new Marvel Omnis and trade paperbacks are there, and I think the oversized hardcovers are over there from Marvel, and other publishers, Image, like Remender size books, that stuff. So I keep them separate so I can not only overview them, which I haven't done this week because I've been sick, but I can, um, if somebody asks me to, like, Jess, have you read Righteous Thirst for Vengeance? And I'll go, no. Oh, you want me to do it? I'll do it tonight. And I know right where it is because it's in the stacks of shame because it's new. But now that I'm so organized, I could just file things away, but I like the fact that it's in my line of sight. They're always present. They're always calling to me. Jess, Batman, World's Finest. Batman and Superman, World's Finest. You haven't read number 3 yet. You know, like that. So that's the reason. Stack of Shame episode 2 will be awesome. Excuse me a sec. I have to move the dupe phone. Sasmurf, excellent question. The answer is no. I haven't actually run this by upper management because I didn't realize how many things I actually had to do for the rest of the month until I put them down on my community. If anybody's interested, my schedule for the rest of the month is in my community tab on OmniDog's Vault, the YouTube channel, community tab. And I tomorrow's free, and I'm going to keep it that way. But then I have shows almost every day the rest of this month. There's very few breaks. So no, she hasn't. I need to run this by her. Mi equipo de pesca está en la cocina. That is correct, Huff. You know, right? Mi equipo de I try to memorize this one. This is the Howard Stern one. Mi equipo de pesca está en la cocina. My fish is in the kitchen. YP, welcome. What up? Okay, I just explained that, so I must be behind in the chat. Yeah, not too bad so far. Not too far. Okay, Rahul's explaining it. Thank you. Kristen made other plans. That's cool. Favorite variable in the Pythagorean theorem? I had trouble remembering this in high school, and it's 50 years later. Aria, what are you doing to me? My favorite variable is the one where the multiverse exists. That's a variable. Oh, I forgot to change it there. Okay. Taylor, what up, buddy? Good to see you. Okay, this is bugging me. There's something on my screen here. There we go. Hey, Terry from Down Under. Who the F is Luffy, right? I don't even have my own. Do I have that? No, I think that's a Omni Bros one. I got to get that one. No, I don't have it. Where I say who the F is Luffy. Yeah, Elon has it. Speaking of Elon, oh, I don't want to dox either of us, so let me doctor this up. Doctor the docs. Okay, wait. Elon was kind enough to send me a gift. All the way from the UK. Bay. I want to know how your first name. Do you want to tell us how your first name is pronounced, Elon? Elon goes by his middle name, and he has a Welsh surname. No, wait, surname's last name. Well, he does have a Welsh surname. But his first name, how do you say your first name? Now I have the hiccups. Sorry. Like, he sent me a gift. Very nice of you, Elon. Let's take that down. No, I'm streaming for the rest of my life, but not tonight. Oh, I'm sorry for everybody that was waiting. I apologize. Right. Hey, everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. Oh, Sterling Gates and Greg Rucka. Oh, okay. I have that run. I just haven't read it yet. That's what he said about everything. So Elon was kind enough to send me this gift, and I said I would open it on air. He said it was safe to open on air. So here we go. An unboxing. And I have a haul to unbox too. That's another surprise. Oh, I did promise surprises. What the? Did you super glue this, dude? What? Okay, wait. Okay, got it. There it is. Nicely bubble wrapped, Elon. Good. I need more bubble wrap. Thanks for that, Erlon. And it looks like there's a note. Kindly do not remove note because this is a joke present that will explode if you remove the note. Oh, shit. No, actually, it was the invoice, so I'm glad I didn't look at it because I don't know what it was. Pensions building. What could it? Oh, dude, did you send me a swatch? I love Swatch watches. I even have a Swatch watch channel on my Discord. Is this really real? Elon. Wow. Oh, Elon, this is so nice. It's a peanut swatch. Oh my gosh, I love it. Look at this. Let's see if we can get a better look. We'll start at the bottom. It's a Lucy peanut swatch. This is so sweet of you. Thank you, dude. I will take off the swatch I have on now, which is, I think I put this one in my Discord. This is so kind of you. This is the circus swatch that Kelly gave me because I was the circus master in her life because life was a big circus. There's the circus master, ringmaster. And okay, let's set it for the, okay, wait. Wow, Elon. What a nice gift, my friend. I don't want to destroy the box, but I don't see how I could. Oh, there. Oh. I didn't destroy the box. James, can you see how much this is selling for on eBay? Wow. No, I'm totally kidding. So I'm going to put this on right away. Take off the little plastic. Set the right time. What time is it? It is in the United States. It is. I'll tell you what it's time for. 2:21. For those of us that still wear watches, I know young people out there don't generally wear watches, which makes sense when you got it on your phone, but I dig it. Unfortunately, the correct time totally covers Lucy up, but there it is. Elon, thank you so much. This really means a lot to me. I am really touched. Thank you, dude. That is so awesome. Jaggernut's here. What up, Jag? Phantom Fool. Finished the Brubaker Captain America series a couple days ago, which I picked up because of your video. Thanks for the recommendation. That is one of the best things. That's the best thing a comic YouTuber could hear, is that somebody enjoyed his recommendations. Phantom Fool, I'm so glad you enjoyed Brubaker Captain America. James, you probably have already put that in the chat, where I believe the video is called Captain America by Brubaker, does it live up to the hype? And it did. I read all 5 Omnis in 4 days over a weekend. Phantom Fool, I'm so pleased that you enjoyed it. Nicely done. That's spelled differently, Taylor Talks Comics. You should learn something, because now Taylor talks nonsense, because you should get Aerosmith and read it, because it is a great book. No, it's not a Silver Age book. Get your nose out of the 60s. Bring your nose back into the 2000s, because Aerosmith is a rockin' book. Planet 628 knows Aerosmith is really good. Stars, stars, stars. Welcome, Planet to 628. Dalmaticus, that Aerosmith is awesome. Looking forward to the continuation of the story. Yeah, Busiek is apparently continuing it. Nice. Stacks of Glory. I think Stacks of Shame is funnier, but Stacks of Glory is actually more glorious. It did take a while, didn't it, Max? I still have it. It's right here. I will be reading it, because actually maybe I can finish reading it after I finish Ecstatics. This is how I'm that far done. What is that? 3/4? That's my update on Ecstatics. Kristen's not here, so I'll give her till like 3 o'clock my time to show up, and then I'll talk a little bit about Ecstatics, because I know I'm way ahead of her. Actually, I should talk about it before she shows up, because I know I'm way ahead of her. And before she shows up, I will also unbox my haul. First, let me do, I won't do it right this second, because I have to catch up in the chat. Where'd that pen go? Right here. I need to de-doxify myself, since everybody would come to my house and demand in-stock trades. There's my... Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of in-stock trades, go to Organic Price Books and use code OmniDog for $2 off. Big savings, 5% off. Should be 4 more books together. OmniDog sit. And if you want to write me to say hi, OmniDogsVault2@gmail. Whoops, I need to I need to take that off. There we go. Now I have to get back to where I was. Stacks of Glory, Deep Lore, yeah. Stacks of Shame, we all have them. Yeah, I just call them shameful, because they are funnier. Oh, I read both volumes of Aerosmith in the past couple days. Both volumes? Is there... I actually haven't read volume 2. All I've read is that Aerosmith book. Has the new one been put out in trade paperback or something? Somebody let me know. I'm sure somebody in the chat will let me know. The Bunk, what up? Ahoy, oh, thanks for bringing me down, Buck. Ahoy, Jess. How are you holding up with Aaron Donald's retirement? I'm not kidding. The mood has darkened considerably around the OmniDog household. It's actually rough when a superstar retires in his prime and hasn't walked away, you know, after gaining a couple more Super Bowl rings. It's a little rough, Bunk. As a matter of fact, Bunk's the one that told me about Aaron Donald's retirement This is a sports ball thing for those of you that don't know. And Bunk, I think, was gleeful when he told me about Aaron Donald's retirement. So things aren't good, Bunk. Thanks a lot. There are stacks of pride, because the stack of shame I read and it turned into a stack of pride. Yes, NFL Dude 56 Deadly Class 4 is still in my stack of shame. Yep, there it is. Stacks of future enjoyment. True Graphic, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. I almost called you buddy. You're a buddyette. Larry has a system. I do a loose first in, first out, and my unread stuff doesn't go on my normal display shelves. They go on lower shelves under my single issue bins. Exceptions are made for newer stuff that reads faster. Yeah, that's kind of how I do it. I try not to put anything on my shelves that's new, even though there's tons of stuff on there that's unread. I'm gonna run out of room in my stacks of shame if I don't start getting a new system. I am selling all my toys, which is going to open up the closet in the small room where I will have shelves of shame in there in the closet. So it won't be a stack of shame. It will be shelves of shame. Jess, you need to read JLI, Invincible, Ultimate Spider-Man, and X-Men Krakoa. You're correct. And I need to get caught up on Batman and Superman and Invincible, JLI, and Ultimate Spider-Man. This year I'm dedicated to reading X-Men, the Krakoa era, which I believe I have everything that I need. Peter M. this Tuesday will be reappearing to do part 2 of the X-Men reorganization, or actually organization. But yeah, you're right. And Superman and Batman. Oh, there we go. Is the gift a lobster spy? Oh, okay. No worries, my friend Elon. So I've opened it already. It's not a lobster cookbook. Here's Mary M. What up, Mary M? Mary M and Kristen are going to be co-hosting with me. That's in April. Let's see. I think that's April 6th. Batterdays April 6th, when we have Mary M and Kristen on. So let's see, I missed. Psycho Manus asks, hello, sir. Would you recommend Fourth World Omnibus? Taylor Talks Comics probably would. I can't, in all honesty, to the modern reader. Okay, let me say this with this caveat. You can read it, but know that Jack Kirby was kind of a wordy writer. It's very wordy. It's very Bronze Agey wordy, early Bronze Agey wordy. He did create characters that are, of course, in continuity now in the DC universe, such as Darkseid, which is a 13-year-old. I pronounce Darkseid. Orion, Mr. Miracle, Big Barda, these types of characters, the Demon. So wait, yeah, didn't he? But was the Demon part of Fourth World? Taylor Talks Nonsense was. I can't remember. Was the Demon part of Fourth World? Or was he a separate one? I feel like Psycho Manus, you might be a newer reader because you do ask, and that's fine. That's what the show's about. You ask for recommendations a lot. Peace and love. I feel as a new reader, you should probably not yet read this book. You should get more reading under your belt. I think you might be the one who asked for like a good what are 10 Omnis for first time collectors. So I think that you should hold off on this book. And let's talk in a couple of years, and I'm not kidding, a couple of years of solid reading of DC, and then I think you might be ready for it. And by then, the book will be out of print, and you'll have to pay $400 for it. No, it won't be. Partworks, welcome. Some blind buys coming on Monday. Short box of 25 DC collections and a couple of indie 5-packs. Hopefully not too much double dipping. Nice and cheap. Also signed Mushroom Knight. What's Mushroom Knight? Circuit 42, good morning. Good morning. Okay, I blame Omar. What am I blaming Omar for? Let's just blame Omar. Anyway. James, please. This is when I was tearing the box open. Yeah, huh? How about? Whoop, that's my band. My Lucy watch. Yes, it was quite hard to get into. Yeah, I don't think I already blamed you for everything, Freddie. I don't think the haul that I'm going to show, I don't think you get any blame for. I'm sorry. What's up, Javier? Heck yeah, this is the reaction to my watch. That's boss as F, right, Huff? Yeah. Yeah. Why do we keep showing that? Yeah, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Elon. I'm so pleased with it. That is such a considerate gift. I have such a great audience. I'm so pleased. Thank you so much. Almost. This was also a gift from Mr. Tex. It does kind of. Mr. Tex sent me this. Epic gift, Elon. Very nice swatch. Yes, I will put it in the Discord today. Ah, Rahul always has a watch on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pittyma, good to see you. Peanut Swatch, that's great. Love unboxing and surprise stream. My Silver Age Superman just arrived at the post office today. My haul for today. How'd you get it before I did? Well, I'm pleased for you, Pittyma. First of all, I'm pleased that you even got it. That's awesome. I'm so happy you got it. I can't wait. That just means you have to show. I can show it now because it's moved away from where she was, covering her completely. She's on a swing. And she's swinging. I love her. She's a fuss budget. She's such a fuss budget. Ah, there it is. That's my, thank you, James. That is my Brubaker video. I'm trying to, oh, there it is. Okay, I got it back on. Oh, OmniDog overview of Captain America Omnibus. Freddie and James battling it out now. Doc Elevator, what up? Hey, don't be talking about my nose, Taylor. We're talking about your nose. You just worry about your nose. Don't worry about my nose. Wait, how do we know Busiek is continuing Aerosmith? Sadly, Pacheco died, but yes, he's continuing with a new artist. And somebody just said, wait, was it you, Fan of Fool, that said you didn't enjoy the second volume? This has, let me see what this contains. This book, maybe you read the two trades. Oh, well, this one has a prelude in it. Oh, man, that print is getting tinier every year. Ooh. 1 through 6. And Aerosmith, the flip book. Oh man, it's got so much in here. Appendix. I'm not showing you because I'll show you on the book club, which is March 31st, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, co-hosted with Larry's Library. Yeah, he is continuing it. Thank you, Max. Patty got upper management got way sicker than I did, and but I have noticed that I'm extremely tired. Like I had to take a 2-hour nap before this, and had I not set my alarm, it would have been a 4-hour nap. I did go for a walk as part of my going out and getting more vitamin D as ordered by my doctor. That's right. I need more vitamin D apparently because I'm a hermit. Oh, that's a good point, James. If you had your nose in the 60s, just think of all the great drugs you get. Oh, Labruski, thank you. I'm very uncool, though, but thank you for thinking I'm cool. I'm super uncool. Oh, because you're on drugs? Okay. There's a volume 2 trade. Okay. She's doing better. Thank you for asking, Freddie. Upper management's doing better. She's off visiting a friend right now. She's not contagious. She has been coughing a lot, and there's apparently a prescription cough medicine shortage here in the US, or at least there is with the dumb CVS that she gets her prescriptions from, because I'm not kidding. She was prescribed it over a week ago, and it still hasn't come in. So it's for like, if it ever comes in, it's for next year's cold or something. Or I get the cough, but she's doing better. She's out visiting a friend, and she'll be bossing me around again in no time. Are there stacks of neutrality? Those are shelves of neutrality, I would say. The shelves that everything on the shelf is I'm neutral on. Let's see. Let's go to Bunk's text from yesterday and see. Let's see. Bunkmaster B. Ha ha ha. I feel like your Rams might need some help with the pass rush. I responded and he said, LOL, I think they might need a DT now that Aaron Donald retired. LOL, LOL, LOL. Does that sound like a nice person? Not to me. You're going green for St. Pat. Oh, are you asking me if I'm going green for St. Patrick's Day? I'm not going to have any green beer. I can promise you that. I don't have a lot of green in my color scheme, my outfits. Oh, I do have a She-Hulk that has some green in it because She-Hulk's green. So I'll wear that tomorrow. No, I'm selling a bunch of toys. Magic's staying here. Sorry, Max. Magic is staying right here. Say, boy. Sorry, I had to miss a bit of the stream, so I'm sorry if you answered my question. Why isn't Kristen here? It's fine. I'll answer it right now. She had to. It was kind of iffy last night whether or not I was going to do the show. So I told her to go ahead and make plans, and she went ahead and made plans. And I said, I'll send you the link, and if you can make it, great. And if not, okay. But so she went ahead and made plans and is doing something with her husband. What are you yelling at? Taylor Talks Nonsense. No, Josh isn't even in the chat. You may have missed my unboxing of this amazing gift that Alon sent me. You definitely did miss that, which is the highlight of the stream so far. And in Israel, even in Israel, I'm sure you know peanuts. Elon sent me a peanuts swatch because I collect Swatch watches. I collect Swatch watches, and this is one I didn't have. Elon's awesome. Perhaps Barda was little when she was little. The demon was separate and created after. Oh, we were talking about the Fourth World Omnibus. The Taylor's a little sensitive about. Oh, wow. Yeah, actually, I think that is in the Bronze. Isn't the demon in the DC Universe Bronze Age Omnibus? Yeah, that's where the demon is, along with OMAC, and I think Commandy might be separate. Demon was separate. Yes. Thank you, Bar. It's great to see you. Are you excited for our show next week? We did talk about the stacks of shame while you weren't here. Well, okay, so comics, just to set the record straight. Well, okay, that sounds like what I said. I was feeling really miserable last night, though. Yeah, I did kind of cancel it, but I said make other plans, and you did, Comic Slayer. So it's not you don't need to set the record straight. Stop it. B McG 300. I just finished Black Cat on your recommendation. I loved it. Thanks. Any other recommendations for a fun read? Oh, yeah, buddy. You came to the right place. Come on, man. I would say for another fun read, I'm going to say Silver Surfer by Dan Slott and Mike and Laura Allred. I'll recommend that right away. Excuse me. Another fun book, Superman Space Age, also by Mike and Laura Allred and Mark Russell. Fun. Department of Truth isn't really fun. It's an excellent read, which you'll learn about next week when I review it with Bar, because it was in a stack of shame. What's really fun, the Murphyverse is a set of books about Batman in a different reality that Sean Gordon Murphy writes. He sounds like a proper Irishman for tomorrow. Harley Quinn Omnibus Volume 1. That's a great one by Palmiotti and Connor. Daredevil by Mark Waid. I thought, well, Daredevil has consistently had great writers, but Daredevil has consistently always consistently kicks the crap out of him. Another fun book is Captain Marvel by Kelly Thompson. Captain Marvel, and a little less fun, but still fun. Captain Marvel by Kelly Sue DeConnick. Let's see, what else is fun? The Batwoman Omnibus, Catwoman of East End. Those are fun omnis. Aminimum Manam by Grant Morrison. That's trippy and fun. Grayson by DC. That's really fun. So how's that? You can always go to my library. I have over 700 videos in my library of book recommendations. Larry thinks it's funny. So does Bar. Okay, shut up, everybody. Mushroom Knight just came out from Mad Cave. Looks gorgeous. Oh, I'll have to look at that. Sky at Traveling Man set up a batch of signed book plates. Huff, not talking in all caps, says, currently in the process of making my wife homemade chicken nuggets. Does Huff not talk in caps, all caps, when he's talking about his wife? Oh, Faniful, Deadpool and Company? Deadpool and Company. I thought you were going to say Deadpool and Cable. Yeah, Deadpool and Company's solid. It's available super cheap right now. Should I check it out? Yes. 100% yes. That's amongst the really good Deadpool books. Can we have okay. It's not digital, so you can watch it change like right on the air now because it's got a second hand. Thank goodness it's made of plastic. I'm dropping it into that I have a carpet. You can see it change in real time, like right now. The second hand's about to go past. And there you go. We have a new minute. I read that hardcover in the second trade, which ends in the middle of an arc. I didn't know they were working on a third trade. I'm gonna have to. This is Aerosmith. I'm gonna have to look into this because I don't think I knew there was a new trade already. True Gavagas, anyone going to see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire next week? Sounds like it's going to be good. The original cast and Paul Rudd. Original cast minus Harold Ramis, sadly. Remsco, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Moonin is here. Good to see you, Moonin. Slander. Yeah, it is slander, actually. It's not libel because I didn't print it. But Alon believes me. Newsbuoy randomly appears. Did you get my message about your books? I'm sending them out this week. I've never sent a non-ironic LOL in my life. This is my way of keeping bunk on the chat. I watched the Peanuts animated series as a kid. I had a Snoopy stuffed toy. Awesome, Bar. So you know how cool it is for me to get this watch. It's nice and sunny in upstate New York, and I hate it. I like the snow and rain. Just an excuse to stay inside. I like the rain and snow too. So I get it, Labruski. Commandy has his own Omni, right? I was yelling warnings as you started talking about the fourth world. You didn't disparage the great magnum opus of the king, but you didn't sell it too well either. I'll give you a C+. Listen, Taylor talks nonsense. I told him, Psychomandus, to just wait a little bit till he got more DC under his belt and a little more comics reading. I did the responsible thing. I didn't tell a brand new reader to jump right into Fourth World, which is ridiculous. Nobody can do that. I had trouble reading it as a well-informed 13-year-old all the way till now. So just relax. I don't know what you're talking about. Just do yourself a favor, get some supplements. Take regular with a super. Highly recommended. That's what I take. Upper management has me taking some. Oh, I am on vitamin D supplements for sunlight. Yeah, I am on. My doctor put me on vitamin D and told me to get out and take a walk and touch grass. So yeah, I'm gonna. Lethal Lucha, welcome. Do you have the Fantagraphics Peanut set? I'm hoping for a reprint, a couple of the box set. I've read deep into the 60s. So good. I have in the other room 1950 through almost straight through 1984. I feel like I may be missing a box set of 80, 81. 84 is where I stopped. Because that was my period when I grew up with Peanuts. Well, not 1950. I'm not that old. Thanks anyway. But that was when I really was into it. And I also got my letters from Charles Schultz that he wrote to me. Somehow I got his mailing address. I guess my dad must have gotten it somehow, and I wrote him letters, and Charles Schultz wrote me back. And someday I will dig those letters out and show them on the air. I know I saved at least one of them. I feel like he sent me back 5. This was 1968, and he was rocking with Peanuts. And he took the time out of his schedule to write little 9-year-old me in Carmel, California. Not doxing myself because I don't live there anymore. That shows you how great of a guy Charles Schultz was. Oh, Chris is right. Gwenpool is a super fun read. Gwenpool's a great read. Yeah, thanks, Chris, for reminding me. Comic Slayer. I was setting the record straight in reference to what James said. Haha, I just wanted to pop in and say I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm not home yet, or else I'd pop in. Okay, good. So perhaps we'll get a Comic Slayer OmniCat appearance today. Good, good, good. I love the Batman White Knight series. Nice. Spooey. Hope you're feeling well today, Jess. I was worried that was a giant glob of mucus next to you. Then it was just a dupe. So it's doop-de-doop. I always thought about buying the Peanuts comics as childhood nostalgia for the TV show. Another good book, Giant Days. Jess loves his female-led books. Great recommendation. Spread the good word, my friend. You know what else, Bar? Poison Ivy. Volume 3. I think it's Volume 3 coming out this month. This month of March. Our birthday month, Bar. The first Dr. Aphra book, if you're into Star Wars, is really good too. Sixth Gun and Rose are classic fun OmniDog Rex. Sixth Gun is great, and Rose also. Thank you, Freddie. No caps means Huff Dealey's assistant is typing. I heard the Deadpool and Company Omnibus has questionable binding on many copies. Mine didn't, but it's certainly possible. Did your message promise a little bit? Okay, good. Just started watching Melissa Benoist, who played Supergirl, a new political comedy, The Girls on the Bus. It is so good, very funny, with a ton of humor, heart, and emotion. It's based on a book about 4 women covering the presidential election from not this last one, but the one before. Okay. I learned the difference between slander and libel thanks to J. Jonah Jameson in the Raimi Spider-Man movies. All new Wolverine by Omni. All new Wolverine by Tom Taylor. That's a great recommendation. And Howard the Duck Omni by Zdarsky. All new Wolvie. Yes, excellent, Dalmaticus. Taylor talks nonsense. I'm going to stop picking up on your calls here. If I want him to get more experience reading comics. Fourth World is not a good book for a new comic reader, and Psycho Mantis is a new comics reader. Stop it. That's why it didn't win on the DC Evergreen show, because it's too hard to read. You need more comics reading before you can work into Fourth World. Now stop it. That's right. Touchgrass. Thanks to Charles Schultz Peanuts, 1984 won't be like 1984. I have 1955 to 2000. Have them all. They're a lot of fun. The intros are awesome. Peace and love, but if Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen was my intro into DC Comics, I would have quickly looked over at Marvel's offerings. Fourth World is great, but takes a little patience. Aria gets it. So just have your wife throw a bucket of ice water on you, Taylor Talks Nonsense. This is just calm down. I can almost feel you yelling at the screen right now. Spider-Man Omnibus Zdarsky, fun read. Lasagna pasta. No, the Unreadable Squirrel Girl will be read with Kristen at some point. I will be reading that with Kristen. Oh, in the June solicitation. Okay, I thought I saw it recently. Okay. All Dr. Ever is super fun. The ending was so good. I remember Crazy Cat. Yeah. Crazy Cat was a cartoon when I was growing up. And there were older collections of Crazy Cat. Crazy Cat started way early in the comics section, newspaper strips, comics. But yeah, I dug Crazy Cat. But I'm super excited for it. I'm happy that DC are continuing to print this in hardcovers. It seems they're switching to trades with everything else they've got right now. Should I get Dr. Aphra Omnibus Volume 2 or should I wait for them to release Volume 3 since I believe Volume 2 doesn't collect everything? If you want my advice, I just bought Dr. Aphra 2 and I'm just going to go ahead and read it. So I think you should just go ahead and get it and read it after you've read Volume 1. Have you read Volume 1? Volume 2 does not contain it all true. The latest Aphra ending by Alyssa Wong. I'm going to say, okay, Freddie and Freddie and Max are talking. Okay, they're still talking. Okay, just relax, Taylor. I would say Untold Tales of Spider-Man is a good read for new comics readers. It has classic Spidey with more modern writing via Kurt Busiek. Can be read as a Silver Age companion and standalone. Good point. I think I'm missing Peanuts Box A7 1900 and the 1995-1998. I think you meant 1990. You missed a digit, so that's cool. Maybe in our next stream, says Bar, we should give me a reading challenge as well to force me to read more of my backlog as well. That is a great idea. We will have a stack of shame or a shelf of shame challenge for you, Bar. That sounds great. I think I'm a little bit behind. 250. I'm pretty close. You're right. The chat of shame. Dr. Aphra, this is about Dr. Aphra. I read about half of Volume 1 until I found out there's more coming out. I have a hard time reading a collected edition knowing it's just part of the story and not all of it. You can read Volume 1 and not worry about it. I mean, there doesn't have to be an ending. The stories end on the end of the Omni ends on the end of a story arc, and same with Dr. Aphra 2, I think. I mean, you'll never get done with a series if you have that mentality, though, Bar. Because, like, who knows if there's, I mean, you gotta keep. Wait, what? Just go ahead and finish Dr. Aphra Volume 1 and finish Dr. Aphra Volume 2. They finish on arcs that end, and the story. It's not like we always have to have Dr. Aphra waving goodbye and saying, this is the end of my book, bye. So, because somebody else could pick it up in a couple of years and write new ones. So I encourage you to go ahead and finish it. Have you read Powers, Chris Brogan asks, by Bendison Inming? If you have, I would like to hear your opinion about it. I thought Powers was pretty good. I felt like it started very strong. I only have the omnibus, and I know there's a few volumes afterwards. I thought it started very strong. I felt like maybe it sort of petered out a little bit, but I loved the idea. And I love how well written the detective part of it was, and who killed Retro Girl and stuff. So I'm glad I have the Omni. I won't get rid of it. I felt like it tailed off though. What is everybody yelling at in the chat? Okay, fine. You know what I'm going to do? Let's do an unboxing of my latest haul. Does that have my address that I just showed? Wait, what was that? Oh, I don't care. Good luck. Okay, here's my haul. Ugh. I think I'll put the knife down, the box down, like open into it. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's take the invoice out so we don't see what it is. Oh, I forgot to tell everybody. Max Disappointment makes his return. I found him. Where'd this little soda cup go? Here it is. He fell over. Look, he's like, phew, I was found. I can be displayed, man. Yeah, right on, Max. Let me give you your soda cup back. This is Max Disappointment. Here he is. Let's see. I found him posing like this. So he was like, phew, I've been found. Okay, so let me put him back up where he belongs. Right next to Mary Jane and Gwen. There you go. Okay, everything's okay now. So where were we? Oh, Bunk, who revels in making me feel bad about my football team. This first book, which I will unwrap, you and I need to do on Crime Corner. Ms. Tree. This is great. Okay. Then we have more books on the bottom. Justice Society of America, The New Golden Age. I got the standard hardcover. You're welcome. Batman Detective Comics, Riddle Me This. Because I'm going to go through a huge Batman readathon. And Detective Comics, Volume 2, Gotham Nocturne Act 1. This is strangely named Act 1, but it's actually Volume 2 of the Rom V series. And it's got Ivan Rice art. So they're throwing the creators at this one, which they should. So those are the first books in the hall. And I know I'm supposed to read Stargirl, which I already own, alongside this. I feel like Kenny told me that, and maybe a couple other people. So we will move this stuff, put it in there. And now comes the difficult part. Yeah, no, I don't think you had too much to do with this, Freddie. I think this was mostly me. I blame myself for this. Where does this end and start? I may not be able to salvage this. This is some crazy stuff. Here we go. Oh yeah, there's another book in here that would interest you, Bunk. If you're still here. Okay, trying to carefully open it so I don't slash into any books accidentally. There, wow. Okay. So there are there are a lot of crime books in here. Bunk, you might be interested in a lot of these books. If you're not off ruining some other NFL fan's life. Whee! There we go. Ms. Tree. Max Allen Collins. This is volume. It's put out by Titan, doing the Lord's work over there at Titan Comics. This was put out in the... I feel like Ms. Tree was put out in the late 80s. And these are... Ms. Tree is like 6'2". She carries a pistol. She's a private investigator, but she's not afraid to kill. She gets down and dirty. She's awesome. And so the books, each storyline it's black and white with a little colors splashed into it. Let's see. This one's light blue. This one's orange. So these are great. Highly recommend Ms. Tree to anybody who likes crime novels. That Texas Blood, Volume 3. Chris Condon, Jacob Phillips. I haven't read this one. I've only read 1 and 2. So I'm excited about this. The snow falls as a serial killer strikes in Ambrose County, Texas. Everything's happening in this one city, this small town in Texas. As a once-in-a-century winter storm looms over Ambrose County, a local woman's body is discovered and believed to be the latest victim of a horrifying West Texas serial murderer, the Red Queen Killer. Despite the wintry onslaught, the sheriff's department rushes to stop him before he can strike again, but the killer has already chosen his next victim, one of their own. The art and writing is solid in this. I read the first 2 Texas Bloods. Bunk, this would be good for us to read for a crime corner. If you're still here. Next, Volume 2 of The Kill Lock. Oh, I don't want to read this because it's gonna spoil the story. It's a society in which robots are sentient, and robots that break the law, 4 of them always get locked together and sent away. And if one robot tries to escape, they all blow up and die. And they have their own thoughts and personalities. And it's a very well written and well illustrated story. I dig The Kill Lock. Ooh, look at this. So yeah, I'm not going to read this because it spoils the first book. And I want you to read the first book, The Kill Lock. Ooh, Freddy. And Comic Slayer, Marvel Unleashed by Kyle Starks. And Max, because there's bats. Any book with bats in it. Justice has teeth. When Craven the Hunter abducts the teleporting hound Lockjaw at the same time as a local scientist mixed up with AIM goes missing, it's up to Throg the Frog of Thunder, Redwing the Falcon, Chewy the Cat-like Flurkin, Lucky the Pizza Dog, Bats the Ghost Dog, and their scrappy new ally D-Dog to save the day. Yes, please. Oh, this art is really good. I knew the writing was going to be good. Any book with bats in it is a good book. And everybody else in there. Ooh, that looks scary. There's bats. Yeah, buddy. Lots of bats. So that's good. Then I got a couple of X books for my X books read through. Children of the Vault. And book one, I've already ordered book two of Sabretooth and the Exiles. And here's another book that we are going to be reviewing. This is Heat Seeker. This is the new book, a Gun Honey series, Heat Seeker. That's one that Bunk and I are going to be reviewing soon on Crime Corner. And then I got two books by Jason Aaron. I mean, volume 1 and 2. Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. I believe this has come highly recommended from a viewer out there. Was it you, NFL dude? I feel like it might have been you. Volume 1 and 2 of Once Upon a Time at the End of the World, Jason Aaron. Oh, and Layla Del Duca. I remember meeting her at Awesome Con. She's like, whoop, I don't think I should show you that. Okay, I can show you this. Let's see what this is about. The last thing Maceo and Mezzi expected to find in the wasteland was a friend, but when they found each other, the impossible began to feel possible. They could find each other, maybe more people could be out there, and so they begin to build an oasis for those seeking a similar peace. They call this new home Golganuza, but cracks in their flourishing oasis begin to appear as a strange poisonous gas begins to seep through their nascent community. Mezzi and Maceo begin to doubt the possibility of peace in the wasteland, and then they begin to doubt each other as the chasm grows at the heart of the Golganuza begins to. As the chasm at the heart of Golganuza begins to grow, so too does the chasm between the lovers. Can love survive the wasteland? Can anything? That sounds like a fun adventure. Yeah, I can show you this. It looks like it has some slightly not safe for work stuff. Just slightly. I can't say for sure. Ooh, that's kind of grisly. Of course, I can show you that because YouTube doesn't seem to mind that. Okay, and so that was my haul. Nice, right? Very pleased, very pleased. I'm looking at the chat. Spooey says, I spent much of the last week sorting through my collection and reworking my shelves and books in storage. I've determined that I have way too many books for the space available. What do I do now? You have to curate. You must curate, my friend. You must go through what you've read and say, am I ever going to read this again? If not, it goes in a separate pile. That's the first thing you should do. And then go through what's new and look at it really hard, like it's Kirby Fourth World or something, and say, am I ever going to read this? And you go, no. That's got to go in another pile too. You got to constantly curate. Like every 6 months, look through your books, figure out what you're really going to read or really going to reread. If you can donate them, you can sell them on eBay, you can sell them on Facebook or Mercari or something, or give them to a friend. You got to curate. The person reading Daredevil backwards is worried about volume 2. That would be Barr. No, I am not caught up. By Rant V. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not. Batman and Superman and X-Men current, all of those are going to be my reading goals this year to get caught up. Mega Shrumpster, hello from Sweden. Jess, how are you? Hello, Mega. I'm doing okay. I have a few more minutes left in me before I have to go back to bed. I'm good at starting books. I'm awful at finishing them. I have so many books on my shelves that I read part of, loved it, but then just didn't continue. I need to do better with sticking to a book. I get it. Lars is here and likes season 1 of the TV series adaptation of Powers. B. McGee already read Harley. You've already read Harley and Murphyverse, Batwoman, and Catwoman of East End. Again, this was due to you. Collecting all the DD Omnis for a big read through, but I'll add the others to my read list. Thanks. Good job, B. McGee. I'm glad you're happy with the recommendations. Makes me really happy. Youch, I'm thirsty. Like I said, I read the entire series the last couple of days and I thought it was just fine. Wish it was better. That's Powers, yeah. This is Hawkeye and Black Cat. I think I'll continue Hawkeye first. That one collects just one ongoing. The Black Cat Omnibus collects multiple series. You got the part where they're starting to... Okay. Talking to Rahul anyway. Max Disappointment! Everybody loves Max Disappointment. He's right here. Right here. He's good friends with Dupe. Max Disappointment. Yeah, Max Disappointment. James, go ahead and clip this. This is an old joke, Bar. This is a one that harkens back to Tyler and I back in 2022 when T-Lar Blunt and I did a series of toys, and you could get a random figure from Big Bad Toy Store. It's actually expensive. I wouldn't do it now. $60 got you this random collectible figure, and they were super dumb. And Tyler called his Jimmy Disappointment, and so I called mine Max Disappointment because it was a maximum disappointment. But Max always thinks I named it after him, as you can see by the curse words that are coming out of Max's mouth. So it's just a random goofball figure that we wasted our money on, but we also have to show it. And here's the explanation. Yeah, it's a running joke. I did. Thank you. The Detective Comics cover is fire. Yeah. Wait, which Detective Comics? I got two of them. This one? The Rom V one? Oh, and Cy Spurrier's in it too. This is the Mariko Tamaki one. Those Rom V detective covers make me want to buy those hardcovers. So pretty. If they ever do an omnibus of this, DC better not pull a Batwoman on this. Crazy Cathawary's here, but not talking to me. Bar, I just read Black Cat. I would say it's more of a renumbering than a different ongoing for her. It's pretty much continues the story. I think it just got restarted because of the pandemic. You are correct, Crazed Cassowary. Nicely done. I've been on BBB. I've been on and off about the Gwenpool Omni. I didn't know much about her, but I've heard it recommended a lot. It never made the cut in my budgets, but maybe I'll just take the dive and get it. Kristen and I have always talked about Gwenpool because we wanted Marvel to do Kristen's recommendation on the spine, which they didn't do, but Gwenpool is super fun. I really dig it. Uh-oh. The one above all asks, what do you think is the best Batman standalone omnibus? Standalone omnibus. A lot of these are continuations of things. Standalone. Best Batman standalone. I think probably Batman by Loeb and Sale would be the best one. That would be this one. The one that was a pain meds buy. Yes, I bought this when I was under pain meds from surgery because it's so chunky. But it's pretty cool. Have I stretched the spine on this? Jeez, cracking all over the place. Yeah, I think I'd recommend this. Jiminy Crickets. I think I might want to re-stretch the spine. This thing's popping like popcorn, man. I love the Ms. Tree books. Interesting color palette. Of course you do, Doc. You're a well-read person. You know good stuff. Ms. Tree is great. I have a complete run from the start in Eclipse magazine, the later 52 issues, but only one from Ms. Tree quarterly from DC. Love the Poison Ivy series. I jumped ahead in my Batman universe reading to read it. Same here. Same here. Jess, the Mystery book is volume 5, although they're not chronological for some reason. Oh, this one's volume 5? How do you know? Oh, does it say it on there? It's called Heroin Withdrawal. How do you know it's volume 5? I know this is the newest one. Is it in here somehow? Okay, the other ones are One Mean Mother, Skeleton in the Closet, The Cold Dish, The Deadline. I have Deadline and Skeleton in the Closet, but I don't have Cold Dish or Mean Mother. I will say these are kind of pricey for how small they are. $35 MSRP. Get it for 38% off. That's still pretty pricey for this book. I'm gonna spend it, but it's still pricey. Look, she just kicks ass here. Blam, kablam. Ooh, yeah. Did you buy the new Meta Barons finale, Jess? I have not yet. I have not yet, Taylor. I have not. Oh. D-Dog. Bats. Oh, okay. Yeah. D-Dog, Bats. I got that a few days ago. Marvel Unleashed. Oh, and Peacemaker. Yeah, I'm going to try reading that on DC, the app. BMG, they're under great choice. So happy you loved it. Kyle Starks knocked it out of the park with Marvel Unleashed. Loved it. Mary M is a personal friend of Kyle Starks, thanks to OmniCat. Oh, good. Oh my God, I'm so far behind in the chat. No wonder. We're back on my haul. I love that book so much. That was Marvel Unleashed. Praise from Mary, the highest achievement in the land. I should start demanding DC to pay me for promo. Tell me about it. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Max, Max definitely keeps me updated on the X books and what to get and what not to get. And yeah, you kind of do too, Freddie. Oh, you told me not to? But a lot of other people told me they were good. Other people told me they were really good. I'm going to read them anyway and enjoy them. I take blame for X books. I don't feel bad, but I take blame. Good, that's fair. Oh, yeah, that's right. But I wanted to read them right now. And I am going to. A deluxe is certainly coming. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. I forgot to take them off my wish list. Oh, well, you're welcome for the hardcover. Yeah, I can't. Some Gun Honey I can show, and I will. Let's see. Yeah, the Gun Honey series definitely has some not safe for work stuff. Except for super bloody violence, which I can show. The art's good in this. And the story's really good too. Gun Honey seems to be an extremely popular. Probably shouldn't show that. I can show this. This is typical comic books, really. No, I can't show that. Oh, this looks exciting. Yeah, I want to read this right away. Oh, and I'm fading. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, and I did end up buying it. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I bought them, so I forgot Freddie told me not to buy them. Thanks, Jess. I have about 3 bins worth of books that are either duplicates I've upgraded from or just know I'll never read again at this point. Going to stop buying and blind buying trade paperbacks. That's a good point. Oh dear, the shots fired here. The ROM V one is the one I loved. Okay, I showed that one. Okay. What's the difference between Detective Comics Batman and non-Detective Comics? Is it a canon thing? I haven't caught up on Batman, Mink. Typically, they're just 2 separate series that are in canon, like with Rebirth. Batman ran for 6 oversized hardcovers by Tom King. That was in canon. And then Detective was by Tiny Onion. That was more of a Batman family book, but that was also in canon. And it's same with Superman and Action Comics. Those books are in canon. They're 2 separate stories, typically, that push forward with Superman, just like Batman. So they'll go on for a while. Sometimes there will be an event where they will meet, particularly with Superman in Action, maybe. But they're even in New 52, Batman and Detective were completely separate stories that were in canon. Josh, which Captain America runs should I get first of these 3? Mark Waid, Dan Jurgens, or Ed Brubaker? For cost reasons, and I haven't read it yet, but I know he's great, Mark Waid. That's just one omnibus. I don't think there are more omnis. Don't tell me there are more omnis of Mark Waid. I think it was only 1 volume. If you want to splash out, you can get all 5 Captain America omnis by Brubaker. That's great. But I would say start with Captain America by Mark Waid. That's a little bit cheaper than 5 by Captain Brubaker. Captain Brubaker, Ed Brubaker. Thank you. Thank you. Dragos, best Green Lantern run, not including Jeff Johns. Wow, that's going to be, I would have to say, Hard Traveling Heroes by Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams, and Dick Giordano. Bronze Age, started the Bronze Age. That's the best one. And there's a huge, monstrous book that takes us, that include, I'm not kidding, it's like from 1970 to 1985 of Green Lantern that's coming out later this year. I think it's just called Hard Traveling Heroes, but it's also got the space traveling heroes and everything that happened after and this and that. And I think it takes us up to Emerald Dawn or something, but that isn't out yet. And I'm not sure I'm getting it. Because I'm not sure how much I really loved it. That is another one, but I would just get Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Hard Traveling Heroes. That's the best run. Crazy Cassowary, Jess, I'm sure you've gone over it before, but what specifically don't you like about the Nightfall saga? Just recently finished my read through. 1 second. Thank you for asking this. Crazy Cassowary. I take this question seriously. I read this book in real time, and here's what I didn't like about it. I understand that you're supposed to suspend your disbelief for comics. Tom King had Batman landing an airplane with like standing on it with wires, directing it and asking Alfred, would you think you'd tell my father I died a good death? Kind of stretching the boundaries there. That's a little, I mean, we've got Catwoman in a cat suit climbing an 80-story building with wire, okay? So I suspend my disbelief for that. It's comics. Here's two things that I dislike about Nightfall, and it was just too much for me. If Bane is out to prove that he is the best in Gotham, if he's the one that can take down Batman the most, if he's trying to prove he's the best, if he's trying to prove anything, why does he have Batman worn down and broken down physically and emotionally and then take him on? I understand the thought was that it wanted Batman at his most vulnerable, that was the idea of the story. The Bane, you didn't actually beat Batman. You had 50 other villains. Yes, I'm getting passionate, and this is comics. I'm aware they're not real, but this is a real question. So, why are you sending Bane? Why are you sending all other villains ever existing in the Batman universe after him to beat him to a pulp, break him emotionally and physically, and then you break him over your knee? What does that prove? It doesn't mean anything. You beat Batman at his weakest. Who's making a t-shirt about that? Nobody. I beat Batman at my weakest. Yeah, nobody's making that t-shirt, Bane. And then after that, Alfred, apparently a neurosurgeon working in an unsterile environment in the Batcave, performs miracle surgery on a broken in half spine. There's a lot going on in the spine there. Alfred? When did it get retconned that Alfred was a neurosurgeon and he mends Batman in a completely unsterile environment? The Batcave is a cave. So those are the issues with that. Thank you for asking, Crazed. Oh, okay, good. You have the other four. Let's stop up a bar. A question to Jess in the chat. Is reading order important to you all? Y'all. Oh, I didn't know in Israel they had a y'all. That's cool. Is reading order important to y'all? I want to hear Bar say y'all next week. Or do you just pick up whatever sounds interesting to you, not caring when in continuity it takes place? That's a good question, Bar. With some X-Men, I just have to pick it up in the middle of it and just assume whatever happened before it, okay, that happened. But with Batman and Superman, I like to read it in continuity. That doesn't mean other people have to do that, but I've been reading Batman a fairly long time, so that's why I'm that's why I'm going to catch up. I read all of Rebirth, Batman, and Superman, and now I'm at the Dawn of DC. No, I'm actually not at Dawn of DC. I'm in whatever was between Rebirth and Future State or Infinite Frontier. I still have to read those, and then and read the I still have to read the Detective by Mariko Tamaki. I still have to read Detective by Tomasi, and then I'll be caught up. But that's just me. Now, Captain Marvel by Kelly Thompson. I could just pick that up, and I will say there are a lot of things in that first volume of that Kelly Thompson Captain Marvel run that refer to other events, and you just have to say, okay, that happened. It may go back as far as maybe just one trade paperback. It could go back to Captain Marvel, well, not 200, but some other Captain Marvel. I think, if memory serves me correctly, Kelly Sue DeConnick's run is a bit cleaner of a start. With Captain America, I just picked up Brubaker's was kind of a fresh start too. Ish. Black Cat, fresh start because she's never had a major ongoing before. Black Widow, I just picked up the Kelly Thompson and read it, even though there's the Nathan Edmondson run, even though there's the Mark Waid run. Both of those are great. I feel like I'm missing another Black Widow book. So it varies. It depends on the book to me. And yeah, they're a bit on the expensive side. I'm one who does not care in the slightest. I don't care about continuity. What's in continuity or isn't, and when it takes place. I love reading comics as standalone stories, y'all. And then the chat answers her. Oh, you do have the trades yourself. Okay. I answered this question already. There we go. If Taylor Talks Comics is still in here, maybe he can explain it. He is a very knowledgeable Meta Barons fan. I am not. I don't know what the first cycles are and the second cycle and the cycle Cleveland. I don't know. Actually, Taylor Talks Comics, can you explain? There's a lot more Gun Honey Volume 1 that can be shown than Volume 2. Okay, Bunk. So you've read Volume 2. There's a lot more Gun Honey Volume 1 that can be shown than Volume 2. Okay. So you've read them both already. Maybe we should talk about both books and Crime Noir Burlesque. I read those as part of the Stack of Shame, and I'll just briefly go over those with Bar next week. And you and I'll do Crime Corner. How about we do it on both Gun Honey trades and Crime and Noir Burlesque? Jewish Dragons. I've given up on continuity. Discontinuity was much more common in my childhood when comics distribution was bad and you didn't have access to all the issues. I hear that, Jewish Dragons. Yeah. Taylor Talks Comics. I just dropped a Jodorowsky video on my channel. There are 8 volumes that make up Meta Barons. The first 4 are in the first hardcover, and the last 4 are in 2 hardcovers labeled Second Cycle Cleveland. Okay. Just Dragon, same. After New 52, DC kept changing what is considered canon and what isn't, to the point where I really just stopped caring. I'll just pick up whatever book is interesting to me. I agree with the canon part, but I want to know what's going on beforehand. I want to read a continuous run, if you will, on these legacy characters. I am not going back to X-Men Silver Age and starting there. It has been done. I am not going to be that one to do that, but I'm all in on the Krakoa era, and I want to start. I finished with X of Swords, and I want to read from there on right until the Fall of X. But Bar, do whatever makes it. It's your comic reading. There's nobody And I can tell you're already doing what you want to do. So there's no right or wrong way. You're doing what you want to do, and you should. Superman for the Man of Steel miniseries and going forward, I plan to end at the end of the Triangle era. Okay. Wade did 2 paperbacks after Spencer Cap, but no Omni, OHC, or thick trade of that yet. One of them had Sam Nee, super worth it. Huh. Okay. Did it continue his Wade run or did it continue the Spencer run? Oh, not connected to his old run. Okay, good. I hope I helped you, Freddie. Talking to Bar. Oh, Will World. Yeah, it's great, but OmniDog recommended Green Lantern Will World a few years ago, and I loved it. Good. It's a short standalone trade paperback. I think it's out of print. If you want to read it on the DC app, it's very worthwhile. I'm glad you dug it, Doc Elevator. The characters are almost 100 years old. You have to be prepared for a little divergence and stories not all fitting together at some point. Yep. Jess, I plan to have a huge Batman read through 2 from Crisis. Whoa, you're starting with Crisis? And past Detective Comics 1000. Well, everything that's in collected editions, which is a lot. I think you should treasure Nightfall then, Rahul. Oh, it's so boring. Go ahead, Bar, buy it. It's so boring. It is dull. Great point, Jess. Always thought the same about Bane softening up Batman first before fighting him. Yeah, coward. Exactly. There you go. What's worse, Bane in Nightfall or Talia sleeping with Bruce before attempting to kill him in The Dark Knight Rises as revenge for her father? Don't make me choose. Those are 2 awful moments for me. Dark come on, Freddie. Oh, you thought I was selling Nightfall really well? Really? Okay. Interesting. Go ahead and buy it. It's okay with me. I don't know if all 3 Omnis are in print. It's 3 Omnis worth of. And then Azrael shows up. Who the hell is Azrael and who asked him to step in? Azrael. Reading orders, pardon at times. Mostly it's overrated and fans are crazy about it. Like, y'all, do they say y'all in Puerto Rico too? Like, y'all, there's no way to put some things issue by issue or arc by arc. There it is, crazed. This is my logic for how the last Nolan Batman movie is goofy. He breaks his back, but he heals perfectly fine after a few weeks at the bottom of a cave with perfect satellite TV reception. I think Aaron asking Chip if his plans for DD and War of the Realms fit into his run, and he laughed, said no, but do it anyways because it was awesome. I think Aaron asking Chip if his plans for Daredevil and War of the Realms fit into his run, and he laughed, said no, but do it anyways because it was awesome. Missed Wade, Sam Nee. But I said Wade. I said Wade and Edmondson and Kelly Thompson. Girl, don't go there. I said it. Okay, Marjorie Liu I could have missed. Dawn of DC, really enjoying most of the books. My favorite so far, Batman, Superman, World's Finest, Superman, Action, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, Flash has been 50-50. I will be picking up World's Finest, Superman, Action, Batman, Detective, and Wonder Woman. I will see about Green Arrow. I am not picking up the singles. I'm going to wait till it gets collected in trade because I do not collect singles. Except Freddie and I are going to do a show on Batterdays called We Don't Collect Singles, but yeah, there's a lot of that going on. It's called hypocrisy, and I lie. But I'm waiting till it gets collected, Lars. Shazam has been good so far. That's good. Oh, and I'm caught up with the chat. Good. That means If Maddie says Green Arrow is great, you should pick it up. Okay. Well, wait, you said you liked Green Arrow. You said The Flash has been 50-50. Okay. And Shazam has been great. Okay. Welcome back, Jess. Another chat of shame conquered. You are on a roll. Well, I think I actually need to wrap it up since I caught up in the chat. Yeah. And I'm exhausted. Thank you to Elon for sending me what he sent me. Wait, where did I put it? Oh, I'm wearing it. Thank you, Elon, for sending me that. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Please remember to go to Organic Price Books. Use code OmniDog for $2 off your book. 5% off shipping 4 or more books together. OmniDog Sit or write me and at OmniDogsVault2 at gmail.com. You want to go another hour? I don't think I can. Oh, I never even plugged in my mic. No wonder I have so much power in my Discord. There's my Discord. Thank you, everybody, for watching. You're all great. I appreciate all of you. And good. I will see you next week, Bar. That'll be fun. Yeah, it's going to be lots of fun with Bar. Whee! Thank you, Taylor. Good to have you here. Good to have everybody here. Thank you all for watching. Peace and love. Peace and love. I will use OmniCats in my theme music. OmniCat is missed, but this is how far I've gotten on Ecstatic, so I'm almost done, and it's awesome. I'll tell you that much. Oh, good. That's a professional sound man. Nice. I could have moved this out of the way, but dupe. I mean, I couldn't with dupe. So peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you all for being here. This was a lot of fun, and we will see you later. Check out my schedule, which is insane on my I should put it in my Discord. It's also in my community tab. The rest of March is going to be insane. Upper management's going to kill me. Peace and love. Peace and love. Bye.
Still rock and roll! OmniDog! Hey, OmniCat! Now here's the OmniDog and OmniCat show. It's the place if you'd like to know more about the books that they've read. Kristen likes Lumber, James and Steven. Jess likes the girl, Jimmy Olsen.